Most of the cold calls I get sound so needy and desperate. Can I have 37 seconds? Do you have a minute for me to share why I'm calling? And then you can decide if you want to continue chatting. Words like this put you in a one down position. It makes you come across as inferior, needy, and less valued. Nobody likes a needy, desperate sounding person. People are more inclined to engage with people that they perceive as being an equal. Not up here, not down here, right here. Truth be told, I have not made cold calls in quite a while, but when I did, this is how I'd open up the call to come across as an equal. For context, I was calling into HR, worked for a company called Jellyvision. Person would pick up and say hello, and I would say, Jill? And she goes, yeah. And I'd say, hey, Jill, I'm Josh Braun. My company, Jellyvision, who you've never heard of, is working with Melissa Doolin, who is the benefits director over at Comcast, on issues related to communicating benefit changes. And was wondering, are you still involved with benefits communication over there? And most of the time they would say, yeah. And then I would understand how they're getting the job done. That might sound like this. And are you folks using emails, newsletters, and like online portals in order to communicate plan info and changes? And then I would shut the front door. And most of the time they would say, we're doing all of those things. And then I would ask a question related to a potential problem. That might sound like this. In speaking with Melissa and other benefits directors, I often hear that communicating plan information, especially when you have a lot of plans, can feel overwhelming. It's like drinking water through a fire hose. How have you guys been dealing with that today? And then I'd shut the front door and listen without having expectations. Most of the time when I said that, the prospect would pause and say, yeah, that's a good question. Hasn't been easy. Is that what you do? And now I've created an opening. If memory serves, I rarely got hung up on, didn't hear a lot of resistance. It's less about what you say and more about leaning back and being curious without trying to win people over. You're letting what happens happen without forcing anything to happen. Relax, lean back, be equal.